Adventurous kids explore with education and learning what a wild life is in the Everglades. I want to explore the Museum of Discovering Science. What plants do butterflies like? I want to know about Key West. Adventurous kids, learning and fun. Adventurous kids!
Today I'm going to tell you about the New Deal. The New Deal was a series of programs enacted by President Franklin D. Roosevelt between 1933 and 1939. He started the programs to help the country recover from the economic problems of the Great Depression. An interesting fact is that Franklin Delano Roosevelt was elected to 4 terms as president because he was so popular. New Deal programs included both laws passed by Congress as well as presidential executive orders during the first term of the presidency of Franklin D. Roosevelt. President Roosevelt held radio broadcasts called Fireside Chats where he explained his New Deal programs. The programs focused on what historians refer to as the 3 R's: relief for the unemployed and for the poor, recovery of the economy back to normal levels, and reform of the financial system to prevent a repeat depression. The New Deal is sometimes referred to as alphabet soup because it started many new government agencies that went by letters. Some examples are the AAA, Agricultural Adjustment Administration, and the FHA, Federal Housing Administration. The New Deal programs put into place by President Roosevelt to help the country recover from the Great Depression can be divided into 2 groups: the first New Deal and the second New Deal. Some of the first New Deal programs gave jobs to unemployed people. The Civilian Conservation Corps (CCC) put young men to work in national forests. One of the first things Roosevelt did was to declare a bank holiday for 4 days. Its purpose was to stop people withdrawing their money from the banks. Subsequently, Roosevelt's Emergency Banking Act was passed by the Congress. Its main purpose was the reorganization of banks. The act yielded positive results for several banks that were reopened. As part of the New Deal, the government set up the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, FDIC. It was meant to get people to trust banks again. The FDIC pays people when their bank loses money or has to close. The Securities Act of 1933 was passed to help prevent another stock market crash. It required publicly traded companies to provide accurate information to the public, including profits, losses, and corporate officers of the company. To help farmers out, the Agricultural Adjustment Administration, AAA, was put into place and helped to improve farming practices, reduce farm production to raise prices, and give a voice to farmers in the government. The AAA was later declared unconstitutional and rewritten. In order to get the housing industry going again, 2 new agencies were formed: the Home Owners Loan Corporation, HOLC, and the Federal Housing Administration, FHA. The HOLC was formed to help refinance mortgages and to help people keep their homes. The FHA put government standards on the construction of homes to make sure the homes were safe. It also helped to ensure mortgages and stabilize the home mortgage market. The Federal Emergency Relief Administration provided help for the unemployed. They built soup kitchens to feed people, provided blankets to the homeless, lunches for schools, and educated people on how to find a job. Despite several new laws and regulations put into place with the first New Deal, the Great Depression continued, and things weren't getting any better. In 1935, President Roosevelt decided to try a new round of laws and regulations to fix the economy. The laws passed between 1935 and 1938 are often referred to as the Second New Deal. The best-known results of the Second New Deal include Social Security and the Tennessee Valley Authority, TVA. Social Security is a system that continues to provide income for retired or disabled workers. The TVA built dams and electric power plants on the Tennessee River. It still provides electricity to 7 southern states. The second new deal also included a new tax program designed to tax the wealthy more than the poor in order to redistribute wealth. The Works Progress Administration (WPA) created many different kinds of jobs. Some WPA workers built roads, schools, or airports. Others created art for public buildings or set up community theaters. In 1935, the National Labor Relations Act was passed by Congress. It guaranteed unions and workers certain rights. It also established a federal board that will help both sides come to wage agreements. In 1938, another labor law called the Fair Labor Standards Act was passed. This law protected workers with a maximum work week 44 hours, a minimum wage 25 cents per hour, and outlawed child labor. Several programs remain active today, such as the Tennessee Valley Authority TVA, the Federal Housing Administration FHA, the Federal Corp Insurance Corporation FCIC, the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation FDIC, the Social Security System, and the Securities and Exchange Commission SEC. Thanks for watching this episode of Adventurous Kids.
What did you learn today?
Adventurous Kids.
Adventurous Kids.
What was the most interesting fact?
Adventurous Kids.
Adventurous Kids.
Adventurous Kids.